Kick away then, and Yashmak is very fast to stride, gives the lead to Reams of Verse on the wide outside book at bedtime and a teacher as they sort themselves out through the first quarter mile. And now charging through the pack in the all blue is Sadaya. Sadaya comes through to take it up. Sayada leading from Everdila with the blue sleeves Ukraine Venture back in fourth place as a teacher. The favourites midfield following stable companion Yashmak. Bin Baladi holds a good position on the outside, but they take this dog leg right and then swing over to the left-hand inside track, and it's Frankie Dettori on Sayadaya that leads by about a length. Two in second place on the inside, Ukraine Venture, a teacher sitting in third, Bin Baladi four. Then Book at Bedtime, the outside of Everdila and Yashmak, and then Reams of Verse on the outside of Etoile. Crown of Light is out the back, and so too the outsiders Gazelle Royale and Imperial Scholar. It's still Sayadaya that leads as they continue the climb through the first half mile of the Vodafone Oaks on the left-handed turn now, and it's Sayadaya with the red cap, Ukraine Venture, the yellow cap, the outside of Teach for these 1, 2 and 3. Everdila sits in 4, white cap, the red is Bin Baladi, then green cap is Yashmak. Reams of Verse travelling well 8 lengths off the pace, and they come to the top of the hill and another left-handed turn, and it's still Frankie on Sayadaya that leads. To Ukraine Venture the outside, then comes a teacher followed by Everdila, and then on the inside Bin Baladi. Then we have Yashmak and Reams of Verse and Etoile, and the Crown of Light, Imperial Scholar and Gazelle Royale together with Book at Bedtime are out the back. Book at Bedtime finding it all a little bit too much. Descending then to Tattenham Corner, and with under 5 furlongs to go, it's Sayadaya in the lead. To in second place Ukraine Venture, a teacher on the outer. The favourite, the red-hot odds-on favourite, Reams of Verse, is sitting in 7th place, still following Yashmak, and it's a teacher that kicks on as they round Tattenham Corner. A teacher into the lead now. It's Sayadaya, the Rayos, Everdila behind these, then Yashmak, but cruising in behind them is Kieran Fallon on Reams of Verse. Looking for a run now, running away. Etoile's coming with a run too. Kieran has to switch on the wide outside. Gazelle Royale comes with a dominating run on the outside. They've got a quarter of a mile to go, and with the white cap, Gazelle Royale, Everdila, Yashmak in the pink cap comes the favourite Reams of Verse, who is boxed in. Behind these comes Etoile Royale, and they come inside the final furlong now, and Reams of Verse coming to press Gazelle Royale. Gazelle Royale, the black skull cap, Reams of Verse the stand side, Yashmak the far side as they race up towards the line. She found traffic problems, but she's out in the clear, and Reams of Verse is going to take it at the line. Reams of Verse wins it. Gazelle Royale second, through the pack for third, Crown of Light, and then Yashmak, Etoile, Everdila, clear of Bin Baladi, Book of Bedtime, then Imperial Scholar, a teacher. Sayadaya beats one, and that one was Ukraine Venture. And so the result then of this, the Vodafone Oaks, and oh, what an eventful time for number 9, Reams of Verse. Cecil's won the race with Oh So Sharp, Diminuendo, Snow Bride and Lady Carla, and now Reams of Verse. Kieran Fallon won the 1,000 guineas on Sleepy Time, but on this 6-5 on favourite Reams of Verse, he had 1 or 2 traffic problems. Well placed turning for home. He was just, the door closed on him as Jimmy Fortune swept past on Gazelle Royale, the second horse home. But then Kieran kicked on Reams of Verse, and as he said, riding good horses with acceleration makes the game look so very easy. And what a triumph for these lads, Kieran Fallon, Jimmy Fortune, jockeys who used to ride regularly in the north, and it's a good result for them. So the result then, it's a win for number 9, Reams of Verse. Second is number 7, Gazelle Royale, and third is number 4, Crown of Light, Olivier Pellier. For Michael Stout, running its best race in the closing stages. Fourth horse home was number 12, Yashmak and Mick Kinnan. So, what an eventful time. An eventful time. Gazelle Royale tailed off as they came halfway, but a sweeping run from this French raider. Rank outsider too, Gazelle Royale. Review the closing stages and you'll find Crown of Light putting in the best work in the closing stages. But first, before we review those pictures, let's take a word with Kieran Fallon.
Kieran, first ride in the Oaks and a winner.
Yeah, lucky really.
I think it must be me.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
What's it like, 2 classics in 5 weeks?
It is great, so it is. Great for the yard and everybody else.
You got a lot of traffic problems. Was your heart in your mouth at one point?
No, funny enough, I didn't worry about it, so I didn't. I knew she'd got a good turn of foot and it was helping me more than anything else. If I didn't find trouble, I probably would have kicked sooner than I wanted to. It's good turned out.
Well, good horses, good riding brings confidence.
Yes, can't be.
The smile's getting wider.
Hopefully, yeah.
Really well done.
Well, I'm glad Leslie was there to cheer Kieran up, because judging by his demeanour as he pulled up, you'd have thought he'd just been told that that suspension he got in Italy was going to stand, because he had a shocking run in the closing stages. As he told you, he was going really well early in the straight. John, take us through it.
Well, at this point, it was a teacher who just went over to the rails. There was a little bit of scrimmaging where the grey Étoile probably didn't get any favours done, and Reams Averse in a nice position there on the outside, but as
Yashmak went across her there, didn't she?
Just a little bit. But at this point, Jimmy Fortune goes for home on Gazelle Royale, and I must admit, I thought that he nicked it at that point. She really quickened up for him, but Reams of her stuck to her guns, and for everybody who thought that she didn't stay, they were proved wrong on that point. She really stuck out well.
So it's 5 for Henry Cecil, and he was watching in the stands. He doesn't often watch the races. No binoculars. Yeah, it's that relief. And that was Natalie doing the kissing, incidentally.
Reams Averse, odds on, 6 to 5 on, back down from 11 to 10 on very late. He returned 6 to 5 on. The runner-up, Gazelle Royal, double carpet, 33 to 1, with Crown of Light third, sent off 11 to 1, and there is a steward's inquiry. They have just announced a steward's inquiry into Reams Averse win in the Oaks, and if she holds the race, she'll be the 34th favourite this century to win the Oaks, the first since Salsaville 7 years ago. But there is a steward's inquiry.